Donald Trump apparently, like this morning, as soon as I went live, I heard that there were shots fired in the vicinity of Donald Trump when he was at his golf course. Okay. A man was just shot at. You don't got to be savage with it. Yeah, I will definitely be savage with it. So here's what happened. Okay. We didn't know what the details were, but details are coming out now. Turns out that the guy had an AK style weapon. They believe that he had an AK style weapon. Secret Service saw it, shot at him, missed. Then the guy got away. A male with a high-power rifle was seen near Mar-a-Lago Golf Course in Florida around 2 p.m. Two people familiar with the matter told CBS News. The man was pointing the rifle at the golf course where the former president was located at the time, and the U.S. Secret Service agents engaged in the suspect, firing multiple shots. Not only did they miss, but he got away, and then they made the arrest on I-95 in Martin County, Florida. Suspect at the incident at Trump's golf course was arrested on I-95. I believe they found him with drone footage or something. They were like scouring the area with drones. So the only shots that were fired in Trump's vicinity were actually fired from the Secret Service in the direction of the assailant. So that's what the latest is. Donald Trump is fine. The shooter didn't shoot at him. He didn't miss. He didn't get the opportunity to. We don't even know if he's like regular Florida man or was like actually a dude. That's the one thing in the United States of America that is so crazy. Like it could be a Florida man. You know what I mean? Because we don't know. Like, was he like actually aiming the AK-47 in the vicinity of the golf course? Is he just like a regular Florida guy? Because it's Florida. It's Florida. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That's what's so goddamn crazy about the situation. AK is weird to bring to the woods. Dog, first of all, you're not wrong, except you're so wrong because we're talking about Florida. Like, I get what you're saying on principle. I understand what you're saying, except with the Florida exception. You're so right. Except the last school shooter, for example, was using a AR-15 to hunt deer. The last school shooter that was apprehended, there's video footage of him taking down a deer, and he's literally hunting the deer with a AR-15. You're not wrong on the fundamentals. AR is standard though. No, AR is not standard for hunting either. What do you mean? Yeah, dude, you're blowing up a deer with a NATO round? Like, what the are you talking about? It's becoming standard, but it's not actually a good hunting rifle. What the chatter 10 years down the line is going to be like, well, the AR-15 is actually a standard hunting rifle, or used to be the standard. Now it's an RPG. I don't think you understand, dude. I'm no hunter, but that feels like it takes the sport out of it. No, it absolutely does. And it also is not good for, like, you're automatically just not hunting the deer for meat. Okay, that's what that means. If you're shooting the deer with an AR-15, you're probably not interested in the meat. Okay, it's just you're doing it for sport at that point. Unless you're trying to make a hamburger. It's like, listen, brother, you don't understand, okay? This is what I call a burger meat, okay? You shoot it, it blows its guts up, all right? It blows its guts up, and then what ends up happening is perfect for ground meat, okay? Delicious lead-flavored ground meat, okay? Conspiracies rolling in. That's what I want to know. Like, who's got the best Lebanon takes? You know what I mean? Who's got the best blue MAGA takes? I feel like they kind of went away with Joe Biden going away, but like I want to hear be like, this is fake. He staged it himself. Okay, here. Okay. Are you ready? I'm putting on my blue one on cap. It's an AK-47 style rifle, which means they got it directly from Moscow. The shooter was never actually going to shoot Donald Trump. He didn't even get killed, as a matter of fact. Russian agent Vladimir Putin wanted to make Trump look good by surviving yet another assassination attempt. We will not believe that. It's 5 o'clock in Moscow, sweetie. It's 5 o'clock in Moscow, sweetie. Vladimir Putin, Vladdy Poo, you will not be fooling this powerful man, this feminist man who cares about abortion rights. I will be voting for Kamala Harris, wearing my Hamilton merch as I go to the polls. Vladdy Poo. This is why you get rated so low on the factual information chart. If you think that that is not Lebanon take, that's not a fire Lebanon take, I don't know what to tell you. That's facts. It's such a flaming hot Lebanon take that it hasn't even come out yet, okay? I just wrote it into existence. this liberal will be walk Tua to the polls. No, Hawk Tua is too like right-wing coded. Blue Anon still going strong. Secret Service Special Agent in charge of Miami Field Office Rafael Barrow says it's not yet clear if suspect fired any shots. Nope, I'm sorry. I'm 100% certain no one shot at Trump today, and anyone who wants me to think otherwise will have to come with a lot of hard evidence. Wait, this is correct though. She was right. Blue Anon was right. HOTTOGO. You can see me hard to go to the poll. Yeah. Yeah. Lib Anon, baby. Charlie Kirk is like, apparently found the guy's Twitter, but won't say it. He doesn't look like he's 58. And that's why I'm saying it's like libtard theory. Okay. A Republican who's 58 would look way worse. You know what I mean? He's too skinny to be a Republican. I'm gonna be honest with you. He could be a crank though. He could still be a crank. Yeah, ain't no Republicans got cum gutters, dude. What are we talking about? Nah, Florida Republicans come in all different shapes and sizes. Bro, those are meth gutters. Come on. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't strike me as a tweaker. I don't know why. I got lib vibes off of him. As soon as I saw the photo, I was like, he's got some libtard ass vibes, but we don't know.
Brings that to the forefront. As far as his vehicle, he was in a black SUV. What's not clear is perhaps was the SUV thought to be law enforcement. Law enforcement travels.
Okay. I got another one. I got another theory. Laura Loomer's ex-boyfriend from Lovers to Enemies, okay? Real mad that Donald Trump is hitting that now. He's like, I can't. When I saw him on television say she's a fiery woman, I was reminded of the love we once had. I had to take matters into my own goddamn hands. He also does have a Nissan. Nissan is kind of a lib car. New Laura Loomer selfie. Stop. That's one sexy woman. Name dropped. Oh, get to working. Get to working, chatters. Wait, what the is this actually his account? Holy this guy is insane. What the Nah, this is okay. This might be a federal agent, dog. I don't know. I don't want to show you. This is an insane. Oh my God. He was a shooter boy. She said, show me to me, Rachel, please. Bro, this guy. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I'm looking at his right now, dude. First and foremost, we can rule out HasanAbi head. Age demographic wise, this is an old ass community nowadays, and that's always a fear that I have in my heart. But judging by his post, we know this could have shot me, as a matter of fact, instead of Trump, if push came to shove. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Dude, this looks like a federal account. That's all I'm gonna say. Dude, no one writes this much about Ukraine. He only posts, if this is the actual account and it's not like a last second switch up, he's gaining followers by the second. But the name has been revealed. Suspect's name is Ryan Wesley Ruth. Okay, is an anti-Israel NATO Andy. I don't know if he's anti-Israel, but he is a NATO Andy, dog. I don't know if he's anti-Israel. I don't see that at all. If this is his actual account, because here's what could have happened. As soon as the name got leaked, somebody immediately went back on an account that has been around since January 2020 and changed the name to Ryan Ruth and changed the photo or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, the tweets are insane. Okay, there's a picture post from 2020. He likes Tulsi Gabbard. He has added Tulsi Gabbard. Okay, we need some help out here in Kawa. I think he might have been like a Hawaiian pro NATO Tulsi Gabbard fan. He loves. Oh my God, he loves NATO and loves Ukraine. This man has only posted about Ukraine, is crazy. I think this dude lost his dang mind on the Ukraine. What the is this number? He's got a phone number on here. Joe Biden, you should visit the victims in the hospital, the Trump rally victims, and attend the funeral of the fireman that died. Trump certainly never would. Show the world what real leaders would do. And you said Biden was dumb for talking about NATO. Okay, guys, I have an apology to make. I'm sorry. There is a NATO voter. It's this guy. It turns out I was wrong when I said, who the is a NATO voter? Who the follows Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin III on Twitter? He follows Vivek Ramaswamy. He follows Radio Taiwan International. He follows a bunch of NAFO Andes. Oh my God. Live UA map, Euromaidan Press, Blue Sauron, provide coverage of the military side of the conflict. Bro got brainwashed by the feds. Dude, this is the most in this. Oh my God. I think this is like, we found it. We found the Blue Anon guy. I think he had some of the most unhinged takes about like Afghan fighters to go fight in Ukraine. Bro, he was also like a Taiwan guy. He was so invested in the NATO. Bruno Mars Access. We're trying to serve the haiku stairs. Bruno help with the nanatorium, and we need his help now to save this World War II landmark for our kids. Aid in Ukraine at gmail.com. Keith Amamiya. We must remove Rick from office. I'm thinking we could get Kirk Caldwell to join. Hunter Biden's son. They cannot convict Hunter Biden as the question on the application with no time frame. User or addict in the last 10 minutes, decade life, when? So any pot user at any moment cannot buy a gun. Oh my God. This bro is invested in the State Department. He is so insanely pro-American State Department that like that's the reason why when I saw this, I was like, is this a federal agent? Like, what the is going on? Elon Musk, I would like to buy a rocket from you. I wish to load it with a warhead for Putin's Black Sea Mansion bunker to end him. Can you give me a price, please? It can be old and used as not returning. Okay, he's schizo. A couple things that I've seen here. Okay, first of all, this man is schizophrenic. Ain't nobody is putting their phone number. Wow, the same speech a week as best. I want a serious State of the Union type speech every time. I do not want trivial. I want a heartfelt on students killed, Gaza murders, Ukraine horrors, Taiwan, China murders, freedom, democracy. Oh my God, he is. He's the pro-Palestinian, pro-Ukrainian guy who is just like locked in, dude. What did he say to Seth Rogen? You and James Franco must use your status to meet with Kim Jong-un and show him we are friends. We want the best for him and his people. Dennis Rodman did it. James Franco, we cannot let North Korea spiral towards war. As civilians, we should go there and make friends with Kim Jong-un and show him we are normal humans. Oh my God, this guy's amazing. This guy's amazing. He's both a NATO fan and also simultaneously like wants to open up the DPRK to the world. Wow. God, I love American politics. I love people that have just like these insane opinions, dude. How can all of these opinions be trapped in the same mind? How can these opinions all be in the same mind? Literally a HasanAbi head. You are insane if you think this is HasanAbi head. Ain't no HasanAbi head is being like, at Elon Musk, please give me a rocket so I can nuke Vladimir Putin. This is obviously a Russian PSYOP agent to make the pro-Ukraine NATO guy look insane. How could this be a Russian PSYOP? Like, I was thinking about that. For sure, because like he is the most insane. Right? France Elba, I wish someone in Haiti would reach out to me so I can supply thousands of NATO-trained Afghan soldiers very cheaply. I can send 1,000 soldiers today to defend. There are thousands of NATO-trained Afghan soldiers that are begging to join your police force for very cheap wages, $200 a month. There are 1,000 with passports ready to fly. RC Wu from the Institute for National Policy told me to work with you to defend Taiwan. I have thousands of Afghan soldiers. This is crazy. Tweets are being deleted. Oh, Elon is probably going after the account already. Oh my God. His last post was about the previous shooting copycat. Yeah, I saw that. If this is the Ryan Ruth in the news today, he seems like he's trying to arrange mercenaries for Ukraine. His posts are bizarre. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh, holy moly. This guy is insane, dude. I was wrong. This is the guy. If there are no more NATO voters, Ryan Wesley Ruth is dead or in jail for trying to kill the president. He is the NATO voter. He is the AUKUS Andy. Real Donald Trump. While you were my choice in 2016, I and the world hope that President Trump will be different and better than the candidate, but we all greatly were disappointed, and it seems you are getting worse and devolving. Are you R-worded? I will be glad when you are gone. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is he a Bernard brother? Man with gun barricades himself inside business in 2002. Ryan Ruth, 36 in 2002, was arrested without incident at United Roofing, Greensboro police said. Ruth was Wait, is this him? Ruth was charged with carrying a concealed weapon in possession of a weapon of mass destruction, referring to a fully automatic machine gun. I was not supporting Bernie, but now I am, as Sleepy Joe stands for nothing. No plans, no ideas, just as limp as Hillary. Bernie, give them hell, fight to the death. No, the age checks out, dude. Age checks out. Ryan Ruth, 36 in 2002. Now he's like 50. Yeah, that's 58. Isn't that the same age? The picture says roofing in the back of the truck. He's a roofer. His FB is down, but it said he was from North Carolina originally. I don't want to toot my own horn. It took one photo and 3 seconds for me to say this guy's a libtard, okay? I'm just saying, I know my hogs, okay? I saw this. I was like, that's a libtard, bro. He's got libtard vibes. I clocked it. I clocked it. Ain't no Republican has that body fat percentage at the age of 58. Okay, I got the instincts. Holy moly. You know he's a libtard because he surrendered to the police? No, I mean, that's like, you could respect the police. He has a sock account on deck. No, someone could have changed the name on this. You're wrong. No, someone could have changed no. This could have been a name change. Don't know if this is like actually his sock account. But a guy that posts like that would probably have a sock account because he's definitely insane. He invited Kim Jong-un to his house in Hawaii. Kim Jong-un, I would like to invite you to Hawaii for vacation. We would love to have you here and entertain you. With the current virus, it is vacant and private. It would be an honor to have you at our beaches. I am a leader here and can arrange the whole trip. Please come. At POTUS, your campaign should be called something like Kadaf. Keep America democratic and free. Trump's should be Massa. Make Americans slaves again. Master. Democracy is on the ballot and we cannot lose. We cannot afford to fail. The world is counting on us to show the way. Bro, he's so insane. Suspect in the Trump assassination was interviewed by Newsweek in Romania in 2022. According to the report, he helped recruit foreign fighters to volunteer for Ukraine.
Please tell me who you are and why are you here?
I'm 56 from the U.S. From North Carolina originally, so I live in Hawaii now, so flew all the way from Hawaii.
Wait, it actually is Defend Taiwan? Like, that's his actual sock account? He had a sock ready to go? I bet my ass he's a DDGer. I think he's too old to be a Destiny fan. This is like a guy who used to be a HasanAbi head and then like lost his mind and thought I was like pro Russia. Yeah, tell Putin to attack, draw him in so we can flatten Moscow. Putin must be killed and Moscow must be burned to the ground. Evil must be eliminated totally forever. One thing that we do know is that he is completely insane. No, I know he went to Ukraine. He did. He was a Vivek head. Vivek Ramaswamy, you cannot quit. Why? You must stay on the ballot to end. You must fight. You must continue giving speeches and push all the way to the election day no matter. No, he's not a Vivek stan. You guys are so dumb. He is hyper libbed up, dude. He is hyper libbed up. He 100% is like, he was saying that because he thought like he could eat away at like Trump's base of support or something. Brian Schatz, I need your help. I am flying to Ukraine on Sunday to fight, but it is obvious they need our Patriot missile defense systems. Or certainly we have some of those here that we can loan to Ukraine and I can learn as a civilian how to operate. Help me change this war. I was wrong when I said it would be really funny if he was like a random gun tube guy who was just in the vicinity. Objectively, this is funnier. This is such an insane person, like an insane person, both in like the way he's like obviously not mentally well, but insane in terms of like how invested he is in like NATO, defending Taiwan, defending Ukraine, that like I was wrong. This is objectively funnier than like another Trump. Well, I mean, technically he did vote for Trump in 2016, but another, former Trump supporter. You must expand your message with hundreds of bullet points. I've heard TJ swivel twice. Join forces with Nikki Haley now as VP to make a winning team, please. Need two-parter to win this. How to fix Ukraine, China, North Korea, and Iran. Can you make friends? International Women's Day. We all need to join together to support Tulsi for president. Oh my God, he's a Tulsi crank. He's a Tulsi crank. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are wondering, like, remember when I told you the American median voter is oftentimes a person who has opinions that are inherently contradictory, and it's very difficult to comprehend exactly what their worldview is. This is a person that goes above and beyond liberalism. Like, I think he was very libbed up. As far as we understand, he was a Trump voter in 2016, probably because Donald Trump ran against Hillary Clinton as an anti-war candidate, as a peaceful dove. So this guy probably voted for him for that reason. Why are you so pro-Putin and isolationist? Are you saying it's insane to not be these things? You cannot look at a guy who is adding Zelensky and being like, give me a call. I have 1,000 Afghanistan NATO fighters ready to go, and be like, that's a normal position to have. You, my friend, have to go get mentally checked by a doctor. If you look at a guy who was just recently apprehended by the FBI and you look at his background and you're like, well, he's saying a lot of things that I agree with, you probably immediately need to talk to a doctor. Like immediately, okay? Do not wait. He was a fan of Tulsi, and then he was no longer a fan of Tulsi. Okay, so in 2020, he was a fan of Tulsi, and then he stopped being a fan of Tulsi because he's libbed up. He was a fan of Donald Trump, and then he became no longer a fan of Donald Trump. I think this guy is insanely libbed up. I think that this guy is insanely libbed up. Very, very unhealthily obsessed with NATO and like helping NATO, beefing up NATO. And he's the guy who is like mentally ill that literally just listens to whatever the news is telling them about like the big bad, the big evil, and he just hyper focuses on that. It makes it his hyper fixation, and he loses his dang mind. And it's interesting because he dislikes Joe Biden, likes Bernie, likes Tulsi Gabbard, likes Taiwan and Ukraine, wants normalized relations with Iran and North Korea, wants to bomb Putin directly. This guy's awesome. Yeah, he is like oddly very pro-Palestine. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm telling you, it makes sense. What does television tell you? Television tells you this is objectively a good war. It's moral to continue prosecuting this war. It's moral to... Television, man, can't tell you that like the death and destruction in Gaza is like, even if the television man tells you death and destruction in Gaza is like actually totally valid, he very clearly does have in his mind like an anti-war principle. I think a lot of anti-war liberals went nutty mode with Ukraine. It was one of the first times that America was on the right side of history, even if their reasons for being on the right side of history were wrong. That is the reason why he became like insanely militant. Why was he pro North Korea then? He's not pro North Korea. I think he's just like, he's like an actual anti-war guy who is like also insane and thinks more war for Ukraine, but anti-war everywhere else. More war in Ukraine to defend Ukraine, which is an understandable, position to have if you're like anti-war, but you're simultaneously looking at what's going on in Ukraine and you're like losing your mind over all these people dying for no reason. I am beginning to think you are just crazy. Stop talking about everyone else and get to work. Nobody wants a bunch of... I think you're a Republican and a Trump nut at this point. That gray streak in your hair is so stupid. Grow up or go away. Ryan in Hawaii. Why do you keep saying he's pro-Palestine? He's mentioned that he wants the murders in Gaza to stop. That's the only reason why I thought he's like kind of pro-Palestine. He's not like, he's obviously nowhere near as invested in Palestine as he is in like the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, surprisingly enough. He mentions Gaza murders once, that's it. Some reporters are quoting his tweets, websites, interviews as to such as he's a partisan. As he voted in 2016 for Trump, it was heavily... No, he's super anti-Trump. I disagree. He's libbed up. He's being treated as a Bush Republican, never Trump Republican. Maybe they are libbed up now. Considering that the Democratic Party actively courts these voters, I would say that he is libbed up. From his site, Israel must be divided equally between the Jews and the Palestinians, as no one should steal another's land, and democracy must be put in place and nurtured for long-term stability. No, I don't think he's pro-Israel, chat. I think he's like a two-stater. This is the State Department guy, okay? -1 Kamala voter. Trump stan, probably because Donald Trump positioned himself as like anti-war and stuff, anti-establishment. He probably hated Hillary Clinton because Hillary Clinton was like an establishment warmonger, okay? This is a guy who was like trying to build housing for homeless people and shit. Doesn't this account kind of read like a Republican's caricature of a radical liberal? It does, which is why I think like this is the one guy. They found it. They found the one guy. Yeah, in 2020 he was pro Tulsi. The reason why I said like there's no way this man is a HasanAbi head is because he is vehemently anti-China. Remember what I told you about the median voter? There's like 5 priorities that you have to assign in order of like hierarchy. His number one hierarchical, like number one priority is Putin and free Ukraine through whatever means necessary. His number 2 priority is Donald Trump is an asshole and he sucks. And I would say number 3 is, I mean, he's such a crank. It's awesome. Communist 2, I think splitting all the rail project into many small parts and hiring all local groups to control individual columns and small parts of the project as we go. Project to help our struggling workers in the economy. No, he's not a communist. You're so stupid. This is just like that Trump supporter girl that I was talking to that doesn't believe that like dinosaurs existed, but also is like pro Medicare for all. You will be led astray. You have to look at like what their top priorities are. He donated to Warren and Yang in 2020, and I think Tulsi Gabbard as well. Like in terms of his political opinions, not employed. Act blue, act blue, act blue. Kasich for America. John McCain. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. He is a never Trump Republican. Oh my God. Oh my God. He was a John Kasich head. What the Oh, this is his website on his opinions. Oh my God. He ran for Honolulu mayor to save the Haiku Stairs. The USA is the world leader and we must behave as the world leader. We are obligated to foster human rights and democracy around the world. Okay, dude. Yo, this is the AUKUS voter. This is the AUKUS voter. I was so wrong. This is the NATO voter. Oh my God. We found him. We found him. We found the AUKUS voter. The Five Eyes voter. When Brandon kept saying, dude, when Brandon kept saying, why did NATO? He was literally activated like a Manchurian candidate, okay?
Good morning. Most wonder what I'm doing in Ukraine. This is about a center to help people when they come from other countries around the world have a location, someone to talk to as a greeting committee to get them in the location that they need to be. So that's the whole focus of this project, is to help foreigners be as useful as possible. So that's our mission and job here, to get everybody where they need to be to maximize their potential. And everyone here is self-funded, so everyone's out of money and struggling to buy fuel and get everything they need just to survive. So any support would be tremendously appreciated.
Yeah, I'm actually, for the record, yeah, this is what's funny. What's funny is that like someone just said that based on this guy's like political framework, donations, and overall output, he is the guy that is supposed to be on the CNN panel of undecided voters. Seems like the crank final boss. Yes. At Dave Matthews Band, we need an emotional tribute song for Ukraine as support stalls. I have lyrics and music to We Are One to rally global support. Please help me. I live near Jack Johnson and I'm sure he will help. Adding Bruno Mars to make help. Yeah, Bruno Mars. I live in Hawaii and was in Ukraine for 8 months and I need help producing a tribute song for Ukraine. I have all lyrics and some music. Ukraine needs your support. This is literally, bro, this is kind of who Kamala was targeting to like vote for her. Dave Matthews, you have blood on your hands. He donated to Yang, Warren, Tulsi, Steyer, and Beto in 2020. I feel like you manifested this man by saying there are no people like this. Sometimes I'm wrong, okay? Most times I'm right. I did not realize that there was a guy like this. I am going to now change my position from there is not a single voter like this to there actually is a single voter. His name is Ryan Ruth, and he tried to assassinate the former president. I'm going from there is not one guy like this to there is at least one guy like this. Okay? This is a man that I manifested in my feverish imagination where I kept saying, there's no NATO AUKUS voter, you dumbass. There is no NATO AUKUS voter that was like formerly a Tulsi Gabbard fan, and now he won't be able to vote. I have been to Ukraine twice for 8 months total, and communist Russia and Putin must be eliminated and dissolved at all costs, including boots on the ground. Taiwan should already have countless U.S. bases and must be defended. And Chinese communism and Xi Jinping eliminated for slavery and the murder of youth. Youth daily to harvest organs is a gross human rights violation, as well as global viruses and combative behavior. Oh, he's like China did COVID. Oh my God. Did you see his tweet about how he hates Viktor Orban? Shut the up. He tweeted about Viktor Orban? No. Oh my God. He did not tweet about Viktor Orban. Oh my God. Did he tweet about Viktor Orban? I was moved by Lester Holt being emotionally shaken on last night's newscast. He is the first real human to show the gravity of this war, and he's the best man in the world in my book. I'll stand by his side with Lester to fight a war and have his back any day. He would be the guy who knows who Viktor Orban is. He was recruiting for Ukraine in a... Shut the up.
The Ukrainians have a right to fight back.
I don't do paper, though.
I don't care if you do paper or not. I'm looking for revolutionaries. Whatever people want to take this whole system down.
Revolutionaries against communism, which he thinks is Russia is communist.
I'm a veteran. Like, do you need me?
What kind of veteran are you?
Bro, I served in Nuketown.
Well, I think it's better to serve and fight in the powers over the system.
Bro, give me a Glock and a Hellcat.
Take a look at this.
Bro, but I don't do paper, though. I just told you that.
Dude, then get away. We don't need people who aren't serious. If you're not serious,
I'm serious, but I don't do paper, bro.
How the did y'all find this, bro? How did you find out that he was in a Gideon video randomly? How is that even possible? How is that possible that this community has already figured out where this, like, Where's Waldo has appeared over time? That is crazy. His name was revealed approximately 15 minutes ago. What the is going on?
You're literally killing the environment.
we're moving on. You go ahead, have your lunch.
No, bro, I'm going to class.
This is craziness, okay? This is craziness. He voted for Trump in 2016. No, I know. We know already. We covered that already. You're late. Chat, you are late. We already investigated this dude's background. We know so far what we know is he voted for Trump in 2016. He hates Trump now. He actually was kind of weirdly pro Nikki Haley and Vivek Ramaswamy. Originally, I thought that he was actually pro Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley because, like, he wanted Trump to lose. But it turns out he actually was pro Vivek and Nikki Haley because, like, he was a McCain voter and a John Kasich supporter as well before shifting over to Trump. Right-wing spin machine has already begun. Man who tried to assassinate President Trump identified as Ryan Youth, an avid Biden-Harris supporter who called Donald Trump a threat to democracy. Fox News reporting that the man arrested with a GoPro, blah, blah, blah. I've been screen recording his social media. He's a Joe Biden and Kamala Harris supporter. Posted their claim that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. He also said he's been in Ukraine to fight in the war. He also posted, I have thousands of Afghan soldiers that wish to serve for the Haiti National Police at cheap wages. Why would you even bring that up? That has nothing to do. Oh, because she saw Haiti and was like, he's pro Haiti. Like, that's what it is, right? That's what I think that's what she's trying to say. Here it is, chat. The top of the hour ad break is upon us. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. Killed. Hashtag killed. Killing anywhere is extremely tragic. Twitter is so stupid. I'm sorry, dude. All the blue verified checkmark accounts are so stupid. It's like, this aged well. Like, come on, dude. There's so many funnier things you could say about this guy who obviously is like an insane person. That's what you're hitting him with. This aged well. You suck. You're a loser. You have no interest in being funny or creative. Nah, FEC's right. It says location Kawa. Breaking. The Facebook account of Ryan Wesley Ruth, who tried to assassinate Trump, has been blocked. I managed to take a screenshot before. He's anti-Israel. I'm unclear what part of Israel the Jews own based on this historic map. Judea, perhaps. It seems historically to be all Palestinian. This is him. This is actually him. Dude, HasanAbi, this is definitely a chatter's uncle. Get the nephew niece on stream. I mean, I would never dare to desecrate the sacred bond between nephew and uncle by having them make fun of their insane uncle on stream like this. Anyway, let's get back to his interview in Newsweek in Romania.
Here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, you know, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, you know, any movie we ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, you know, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish and take care of one another, and it's just a matter of, you know, we need to stand up for that. That is the most important thing in the world, is just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and that the world is united so that we feed each other and make sure that.
Yeah, his hair is blue and yellow because of the Ukrainian flag, I think. So he clearly doesn't think Trump would have stopped the invasion. No, I don't think he thinks Trump would have stopped the invasion at all. I think he became a Russiagate guy far after Russiagate was like even a thing. Like after MSNBC was like, all right, never mind. We investigated a lot of the stuff. There was a lot of like weirdly pro-Israel accounts involved in the election interference. We're just going to stop talking about this altogether. And he became a Russiagator way too late to the game because he voted for Trump in 2016, according to his own admission on his Twitter. And yeah, this is the earliest thing that we found about him. Man with gun barricades self inside a business. He is from, I think this is literally where he's from originally. Reddit knows him. Have you contacted Ryan Ruth? He had a volunteer information center and kept track of all the international volunteers with little Ukrainian flags with each other's name on the Maidan. Ryan Ruth is a pest who tries to get around official Ukrainian army policy, misrepresents himself, and tried to get a number off of Syria and Afghani citizens into the Legion. Avoid him. He helped a few of my friends find units last year when the Legion had really strict requirements for a while. I do believe you about the Syrians and Afghans, though. Most of what he does is help international volunteers join a unit, so he should still be in contact with most of them. He may do good things. He also put Ukrainian recruiters' names and phone numbers on his personal blog without permission. They found out when random people began messaging them. He also got salty when there were security why the Ukrainians, the pro-Ukrainian subreddit, knowing who this guy is insane. I think this guy just has a very things that we know about Ryan Ruth. He's a real go-getter. If he puts his mind to something, he's going to go out and do it. He's going to go out. He went to Ukraine. Okay. He literally went to Ukraine. He also personally, I think, tried to start a business in Hawaii to build houses for homeless people in Hawaii. Kwahale homeless concept generating offers of donations. Among them was a Kailua couple that pledged $40,000 to fund the construction of more tiny homes. Ryan Ruth, the owner of Camp Box Honolulu, which builds storage units and tiny houses, said his donation of a tiny house allows him to use his expertise to address a larger problem. It seems he lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, and moved out of the state in 2020. Not only did he live in Greensboro, but he also had a house in Hawaii as well. Because he mentioned that he has an empty house in Hawaii because he wanted to bring, I can't believe I'm saying this. He wanted to bring Kim Jong-un to his house to talk to him. Dude, also he was BLM and ALM. Hashtag George Floyd protest, hashtag all lives matter. Local municipalities and states cannot continue to be allowed to provide their own oversight on law enforcement. It is a gross conflict of interest. The federal government must be compelled to always be the legal review of police action. This is incredible stuff, man. This is incredible stuff. Anyway, this is the earliest thing that we could find about him. Ryan Ruth was 36 at the time, was arrested without incident at 1 a.m. at Monday at United Roofing. Ruth was pulled over about 10 p.m. Sunday during a traffic stop, but he put his hand on a firearm and drove to United Roofing, where he remained barricaded inside. Ruth was charged with carrying a concealed weapon and a possession of a weapon of mass destruction, referring to a fully automatic machine gun. He was also charged with resisting, delaying, and obstructing law enforcement officer and driving while license revoked. In the Army subreddit post where he's mentioned for later when talking about the New York Times, I'm always skeptical of anyone posting their exploits on social media. This guy and that Nancy guy rubbed me the wrong way. Ukrainian officials initially boasted 20,000 potential Legion volunteers, but far fewer actually enlisted. Currently, there are around 1,500 members in the organization, say people with knowledge of the Legion. Some are experienced fighters working as a part of the defense intelligence of Ukraine, but there have been high-profile problems. A former Army private first class, John McIntyre, was ejected from the Legion for bad behavior. Internal documents show that the Legion is struggling. Mr. Nance, where's the other one? Malcolm Nance? Okay, where's the article about? With Legion growth stalling, Ryan Ruth, a former construction worker from Greensboro, North Carolina, is seeking recruits from among Afghan soldiers who fled the Taliban. Mr. Ruth, who has spent several months in Ukraine last year, said he planned to move them, in some cases illegally, from Pakistan and Iran to Ukraine. He said dozens had expressed interest. We can probably purchase some passports through Pakistan since it's such a corrupt country, he said in an interview from. It is not clear whether he has succeeded, but one former Afghan soldier said he had been contacted and was interested in fighting if it meant leaving Iran, where he was living illegally. That's the only mention that he gets, I think. American Post, Taiwan flag in Kyiv to honor Taiwanese soldiers in Ukraine. Volunteer says if China protests, I can order another 1,000 flags. That's him. Points to Taiwan flag. He would have loved voting for Biden. I agree. But I think he also cared about Palestine, so maybe he was conflicted. Because I think he was like pro-Palestinian, like way more than the average American. But also simultaneously, he was so insanely pro-NATO and so insanely pro-Ukraine and so insanely like above and beyond what an average person would care about. You know what I mean? I think I found his Reddit account. We know his Reddit account is called Taiwan Foreign Legion. He's like really, really nutty about like defending Taiwan and also defending Ukraine. He's in a semaphore video too.
Ukraine is reluctant to be cooperative.
That's Ryan Ruth, a U.S. citizen who set up the International Volunteer Center in Ukraine to help connect foreigners to Ukrainian military units.
Now I'm talking to over 100 soldiers every day, and pretty much everybody, all of my contacts in Ukraine, they were adamant and pretty much yelled at me every time that I suggested that we bring in Afghans.
It's crazy. This chat is better than the CIA, dude.
The Ukrainian government didn't respond to our request for comment, but a source close to the officials in Kiev told Semaphore that their top concern is the question of loyalty in the thick fog of war.
The biggest thing is spies. They're afraid that anybody and everybody is a Russian spy.
Those concerns aren't completely unfounded. Russia's notorious private military group, Wagner, has reportedly begun recruiting Afghan commandos.
He was also trying to recruit Afghan soldiers, bro. This dude is crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, dude. Holy moly. Incredible. God, I love the United States of America. Moments like this is my favorite. Okay. Times like this, I'm like, God damn, I love the American political sphere and all of its bountiful content.